Internet, this is LordMaddog, and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Yes, and last time we did some farming of science and we launched an infrared scanner into deep space. Well, no, not deep space, it was just space around Archangel, which is Kerbal, which is their son, but it got named. Yeah, you get this. He's not going to. Anyway, so this time we are going to go ahead, check up on our science stations and a little bit of thing, and I think we're going to try to actually start working on. No, actually, we're going to do a little bit more farming of science first. We need a little bit more science before we can actually start to build a device, a spacecraft that we can use to take us to other planets, that actually take Kerbins to other planets. So I'm just getting little science from these. No, 100, that's good. All right. Also, I think we're going to put another probe. Yeah, we're going to launch another probe because we have $3 million right now, which means, and it only costs $2 million to launch one. It actually turns out to be about the same price to deliver the stuff up to the station, up to my base that I require for making a probe. So we're not going to go ahead and make a probe up there. We're going to make it here and launch it. It even costs $2 million. But first, let's look at a couple missions. Yeah, good ones. Oh, 500 resources from Nemesis. I didn't grab it. I will. No, we don't want that. I don't really need that. No, need that. Okay. Yeah. Oh yes, I do want the bigger docking port. Oh, and I get a science micro with it. Yes, that's good. I wanted those two things because I wanted them just for posterity. Well, I don't know what you call it. Just because I wanted them. Anyway. I think that's what we're done with that. We're going to go ahead and fix up my probe a little and then launch another one. We're going to add some parachutes to my probe. That's the object. Probe. Because I noticed that last time when I made it, it didn't actually have any parachutes. So it won't be able to land on any actual warm body planet. Well, it does have the 1000 delta V by itself. And it could land on other smaller planets. Atmospheric planets, but it's always good to put some parachutes in there. It don't cost much. We're just going to add these parachutes, and then we're going to go around and add them to all these guys as well. There we go. And that's all the changes we're going to make to the probe. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and launch it and see where we can actually put it. Because I want to have as many probes up there as possible. I'm going to use KTS system to launch it, so you don't have to watch me take it all the way into orbit, which wouldn't be hard. I've got the equipment to do it. It takes time. Okay. And so we have our probe. Let's go ahead and activate its engine and then decide where we are going. We've got Elu, we've got a few different planets that we can try to aim for. Create node. Nope, not okay. As soon as possible. 1000 delta V to that, but we already got one. No, that would take 4 years. Well, 380 days. It's not bad. We got one here. It's not bad. Lowest delta V. 422 days. I think the shortest one was 300 days. And then it's going to get there in almost 2 years. It's not exactly perfect, but I don't think we have anyone aiming for the pink little planet. Let's rename this to the Demise probe and make it probe. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in our, yeah, we don't need all those. Yes, alarm. We also need to put everything else in our alarm. I didn't realize we didn't have everything. I thought we had everything else in the alarm already. Alright, so Let's collect data. Let's make sure this thing's actually working still. Yeah, no. Well, 50%. I don't think this thing actually can have better than 50%. I wasn't actually happy about it having 50%, but here we go, and it is headed for, well, what used to be Kerbin, which is now Wasteland. Let's switch to this probe, which it is another 129 days. It will have its things to go to demise. No, wait, it's not demise, it's Denon. It's whatever. These new names have me all confused. Anyway, let's check out the science in here if I can get a hold of it. Okay, we name Vishal. That's also what we really want to do. We just name it probe. We gotta Dresden. That's it, Dresden. Like Dresden Files or whatever. It's popular something magic series is. Alright, so probe, this probe that we sent out a couple days ago, a couple episodes ago, it actually never got into space here. And where were we aiming this thing? Oh yeah, we were aiming it for Wasteland, which used to be Kerbin. But we already have one there, and I want to see if we can get it there faster. Nope. If I had all my Delta V, yeah, I could do that. Man, if this thing would have full Delta V, all of it Delta V it's supposed to have, 6K, oh no, that might not have been able to slow down. I might have had to do some aero break-ins, but I could have done that. But we're going to have to go with this one, which is going to be, well, forever. 1 year and 51 days. Yeah, oh well, that's just life. Time. If you're willing to waste probe, if you're willing to wait years, I mean literally years, traveling space is not a big problem. It's just the initial Delta V and then waiting. I mean, we could launch something for Mars tomorrow, but it wouldn't get there for a year. Or you can wait for the opportune. Okay, we also got to make sure. This is my IFR scanner that we launched last time. We're going to try to get it in the perfect periapse here. The 203. I went just a tad bit too far, so we got to go again. Just lightly tap it. 203.798. We're going to try to get 232.15 is what we're trying to get. But that's just too much. I think just it being the 203 will be enough. Because it's just not. No, whoa, that went way higher. That. You know what? Forget it. No, that's really bad. It's fine. We're setting a node. Actually, that node is a bit off, but alright, so now we also have missions here to send data from Nemesis. So we're going to just go ahead and send a little bit of data from Nemesis so we can go ahead and get that complete. That's another 100K for nothing. I mean, literally nothing. And this is also plant flag here. Actually, send data and plant flag, which is another 100K for nothing. I want to go home. I hate this moon. It's dark and cold. Poor Lindolf Crifton. Just been 350K for doing that. But he's just been sitting out here since almost the beginning of our entire game. And just sitting here doing nothing but mining useless ore that he can't use for anything because the stinking busted pod he in doesn't allow for crafting. It's actually got negative. I can go in and change it in the files, which it's kind of cheating, but it's bug. But I'll leave it be and let him sit out there being all by his, well, not all by his lonesome. He's got another person up there. I think there's actually a guy and a girl, so at least he gets to be with the love of his life. At least I think that's his. I'm not really sure. It might just end up being two random people that don't like each other at all. No, we don't want that. We don't need that. Alright, as I said, we're going to go ahead and start to work on our launchable probe. How do I explain it? Big probe. Boom. Actually, no. That's right. I wanted to gather a asteroid. So we're going to start working on an asteroid clam piece. So here, putting this together. However, I already know I ain't going to end up using this. So I'm just going to let you see the very beginning of the creation, and I won't actually force you to watch me make the whole thing, because a lot of what I actually use I end up throwing away later on in the future, because I can see the future. I'm just that good. Most people can't. But I don't ever use my ability for evil or even selfish gain. Anyway, I'm gonna skip forward so you don't have to watch me make this thing. Here we are. We're getting the missions to land on asteroids, but we ain't going to complete them right now. And we're going through the other missions. Because there's no real asteroids within range of us getting yet. And by the time they actually come around for us, we have a little bit of upgrade technology, which I throw onto that little probe that we named the Needle. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the missions. Alright, so we're going to just look at things in more time. Make sure everything is perfect. We forgot to start this thing. Just keep it. Start tracking. And send it back. There we go. 16 science. Not really a big thing, but I forgot to actually have that thing start tracking, so that's why we need to come back out here. Land on asteroid. What? What? Bug! I completed a mission without actually completing a mission. Alright, well, we're going to track these asteroids anyway, because I do want to do a capture an asteroid one in this Play Save series, because I always do enjoy capturing asteroids. So, oh, that's a really nice asteroid to try to catch, but that's a bigger one. We need to, we have all of our missions for A. And the closest one, here, oh, it's not too far away. Not bad. It's only 100-some days away. This other one doesn't even come in close to our orbit, so we won't mess with it. We'll terminate it. Oops, you know what? I think I terminated the wrong one. Did I? There's that one. Yes, I did. I terminated the wrong one. The one I wanted to actually keep. Let's retract that. There we go. This is the one we want. Alright, making sure it's there. Alright, so it'll come along 110 days. So we will have a mission ready for it in 110 days. I'll remember, don't worry. I don't need to put a thing in there. Yeah. 108 days. Yes. We're only on day 87. I didn't even realize that. Of the space program. Alright, so we are now going to go ahead and we're gonna once again rebuild my rover system. I'm gonna send another rover because we need some more science to do what I really want to do, is be able to build a giant a giant spacecraft, sort of like the Explorer we used in the last one, but not, obviously we're not there in technology yet. We're close to it, but not there yet. Well, no, we're not anywhere near close to it. But we can attain something like unto it. So we're going to build something that's kind of like the Explorer. They can go out to other planets, another planet, and land on it, and then eventually return home. So that's the object, that one. Or hit another planet. It depends on where it's at, and if it's good delta V for it to go there and come back. All right. This is my little probe that I'm going to send to because we have a mission on. Yeah, we have a mission on Nemesis. Yes, we have a mission on Nemesis. So we're just putting these and moving these things. We need some communication devices, but I do not like I didn't like the one. I don't like things that expand, because a simple bump and they explode. So I always like more hard objects. We're gonna put these in. We don't need those little extra brackets. We just need them to kind of attach directly to the plate there. There we go. Let's make sure everything's turned the right direction so I can actually use mech-jab landing systems. We've been doing that for a while. Well, a couple times. Alright, I do believe that is everything on that thing. So we're going to go ahead and launch it. Using the old KTS system, of course. Absolutely. Ooh-doo-doo-doo. Alright, so we are in space. We are going to go ahead and plan the maneuver for Nemesis, is what's our target. And burning. There we go. Sound kicking in. It's always kind of weird sometimes that when you're in map mode, sometimes you can hear the little bit of burn and other times you can't. There we go. We now have yeah, not sure. Okay, we need to land at those. That's what this mission is for, really. Hey, we're gonna get some good science, but we also need to land at them, so that's what we want. And we're gonna, I didn't think a polar orbit's a good idea for this. We're gonna have or a horizontal orbit, because even if that, I know that is closer to the top. However, it will spin, and trying to adjust my orbit to come down on top of it is not going to work out very well. I mean, I might adjust it one time and then have to readjust it another time because, well, it spins. And I think Nemesis spins pretty fast, too. Here we go. And we're going to just go ahead and right here. Wait, what? Okay. Now, let's go retrograde. Wait, it's not moving. It's not responding. Okay. So, as it turns out, I had forgot radiators. Duh. So it ran out of power. So I just went ahead and I relaunched it. I went back to the thing and gave it radiators, and I relaunched it. So, and right back to where we were at, with now actually having radiators. Not a big deal. Took me a little bit extra time. As you can see, the radiators around it. Around it, like little rings. Here we go. Land at target. We're going to use this system here. And it will readjust automatically for the line. And you know what? I think that's actually changed its position. That wasn't on the horizontal vertical place before. I mean, horizontal. Elliptical? I can't remember the scientific term for this. Ooh, only 40. No, I'm not going to send it off that. It wasn't that angle before. It was very close to the bottom of the planet. All right, let's keep all them. Form all science there. Nope, still only 50%. We'll keep all that. Oh, well, whatever. There, 100%. Then we can give it to Pegasus Station, which has actually been named Pegasus Station. And whoa, now it's given zeros. Yeah, weird. New connection. Alright. We needed to send a little bit of science from here, so we just got that little bit of science. Now we're going to go ahead and once again hit land at target. Yes. Land at target, making sure it's actually going to land there this time. And I might have to actually do it myself if this is going to mess up on me. Ah, there. Perfect. It's working. It's good. We got 3 right down in there. They're all showing right now. That's weird. Usually they don't show at one time. Alright. We're landing pretty close to one of them. I think you have to go to Alpha first, though. This shouldn't be too bad. Alright. So I'm not going to do the little dance thing with this big thing on. I'm going to go ahead and land, decouple, and put this one back into space after I put it down here. First we got to land. Once again, I forgot any type of landing gear, which is really stupid. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to where it would actually land, but that's not going to work. It's, no. Alright, so we're going to kind of go fall here. We're going to deject and then send this back into space. Nope, that didn't work. Not enough crash tolerance. Yeah, if we could land on that very edge right there, kind of, and get more of a straight come down. And, no, that's still not straight. It looks straight, but it's not straight. That's the problem with these new places. There is no straight land in any of this. It's all very bumpy. Oops, I hit my ship. Well, I crashed anyway. I had to reload. Even if I had landing gear on this thing, it just wouldn't land. There's no straight land for it to land on. Decouple. Oops, that blew up at the reload. Let's try that again for the 3rd time. Or is it 4th? It's here we go. I want to land actually, but no, it's not going to happen. Alright, let's do it this time. Do it right. Alright, switch back. Bring this up. No RCs. Okay. And yes, we did lose some, but it's fine. Let's go ahead now and decouple. Let's make sure we turn this on, seismic data on, save, and decouple. All these little impact probes. Woo! Boom, 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 boom. Yes! Tons of impact data. That's the way I like it. I have no idea where that comes from. Okay, so we want to get in a polar orbit for when we use this one. We want to go back into polar orbit because I'm not sure. Oh wait, we did scan. Oh well, polar orbit we are in, and which means it gets to pass over all the extra little areas as well, because when you're in a polar orbit, it also enables you to actually scan every single part of the planet, which there's an actual mod for that, scan, but once again, I already have so many mods on this thing, it's ridiculous, and adding more just make my game unplayable. So I'm down to the bare necessities to actually complete what I want to do with this series. All right, so that's good. In perfect orbit. Let's see if we can send any information off to Peggy. You know, I messed up. I should have just grabbed the top of this thing. But also, no. This is the one we wanted to try out. Make sure we got everything. And we've already got the scan for it. It's okay. I knew we had it. Just wanted to make sure. There, send off the information. Allow partial. For some reason, it's not. Oh, because we don't have an actual battery. Even though we're producing we're at like 360 kilowatts of power, which is 3,000 cc a second. It doesn't have any battery pack, so it doesn't actually work. But it does work. It doesn't at the same time because there's no actual battery power in it. It's fine. You just have to make it allow partial. Explore. Bonnie! Here is checking out. Collecting all these seismic data, which means we get some decent amount of science. And no, it's not giving me 150 some each time. It's giving me 100, and then it just drops lower every time you send the data. Because by getting multiple, there's science behind that. I don't know the scientific stuff behind it. But by getting multiple impacts, you get a better sounding on the composition of the planet. The louder, the bigger, the better. But this game doesn't actually calculate large impacts. It calculates any impact. At least I believe it only calculates any impact. There we go. And reload there, because I accidentally released this. I didn't want that thing to explode when it released. I wanted to be able to actually swoop right there without it actually exploding. Here, now collect data. Yes, 100%. Send off to Peggy. Collect data, send off to home, board experiment. Just science farming is basically what we're doing here. Boatloads of science farming, which takes some time and energy. Alright, now that we've done all that science farming, we're going to go ahead and hit these little places that we're supposed to hit. Let's go ahead and fly straight across over here to go to Alpha first. Little dancing. And straight by. Yes, we went straight through. The next one, let's go ahead and go up to Alpha Beta. We need to go beta F. Did that work? I don't have time to really test it. Let me land here softly. Softly land here. Okay. That way I can check out the... There, we'll go ahead and land. There we go. EVA, make sure it's recorded as, because I have to be a uncrewed, so I have to get out of my ship so it counts as an uncrewed ship. There we go. Collect seismic data. Hey, this is a new location. That's not luck, but that's awesome. Usually you have to go for a long time to get to another bow mine, but I went from the highlands to the midlands just in a very short hop, which is awesome for science. Once again, we get this stuff here. Means we also have a lot of stuff we're sending back to Peggy, too. Peggy says, oh, no, I can't send that here. I'll just go ahead and send all this data, and then we'll take it again. That way we can send it when we actually have a better connection. There we go. Let's go back up on to this steeps to get to the beta. Headed towards beta. ETA to Nemesis rover beta. 2 minutes at this time. I don't think it's gonna take me no 2 minutes to get there actually. There we go. Speed up. There we go. Oh, well, wait. It actually is a lot farther than I thought it was. Yes, the steep slopes is where we're at right now. Yeah. Oh, Woohoo. Alright. Now we just need to come down here and get this one. And we will have completed the mission. Well, no, we got to return home, I think. Yes, we did it! We flew right past Charlie. Now let's go ahead and land down here. Just in case it's... Midlands! Oh, Midlands. I thought it might be more lowlands. I was hoping for it to be the lowlands. But I think we already had the Midlands. Yeah, 100%. Yes, we'll go ahead and send that. Perform all science. Alright. Collect seismic data hammer. Yes, we already have it, but we're going to send it to station stages just to make sure we have it there. Alright. I do believe... Oh, it just went from 100% down to 30%. Must have actually gone around the planet or something. Hey! Complete! 300K! Alright, just keep... I want to make sure we got as much science out of this as absolute possible. Hey, steeps. Yep. Okay, yo. We've already got the steeps. Just make sure. Always good to make sure. 22. Home away from home. It needs some science. It isn't going to need that much science, but we'll send some home against the way for home. That way it has science. Midlands, back down we are again. Too bad you just didn't go from Midlands down to Lowlands, because it's the really low point. Anyway, yep, I think that's everything. And it's time to head on home. Let's go home, Bonnie Kerman. Unlike the poor other Kerman who gets to be stuck here on this planet forever and ever and ever and ever, and not being able to actually build anything because his... Yeah. This is never loud negative. It should always be positive. But it's just little bugs with that, like that. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure we have it all saved. And maneuvering planner to go return home. Create node, execute node. There we go. It's a little bit off, but I'm going to adjust that beforehand. There we go. Perfect. We should have like 400 delta V left when we land. It's about that, I think. We warp to this point. Save. All right. Now, as I was talking, once we land, as I was talking about before, let's go ahead and put this into my parry up so I can go ahead and start the landing process, which is a long time consuming process. Landing, because you got to go through the atmosphere and everything. But anyway, as I was saying before, we were going to do this. And now that we've done this, we now have enough science to unlock some of the pieces I need to start actually trying to create. Ooh, something's going to blow up. Don't want that to blow up, whatever it is. Get careful about that. Okay, so As I was saying, before I noticed this thing about to explode, you can't, just don't explode, please. Whatever you are, I don't want you to explode. It could probably tear apart my entire ship, and I don't want that right now. Ah, good, didn't explode. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to build a miniature version of the Explorer. That's what we're going to do now. Yes, let's see how much science we gain from this. We had about 1,000 science when we left. Might as well go ahead and collect some science and data here and recover vessel. There we go. Take a while. All right, so we gained 484 science from bringing back, but we sent back about 2K science. So we've got 3.4K science, 0.4K science now, which is great. Oh, and Bonnie leveled up. So let's go ahead and spend that science. All right, we want the miner because we need to be able to mine the equipment. I mean the stuff there up there. We're gonna, because I can't keep on shipping there. I just don't have the money. So this is one thing we buy here, the miner. And we're also probably gonna have to buy some more canisters. I mean science too for canister. Interstellar mining equipment. And we're also gonna need power. It can produce 300 megawatts, supposedly. We'll just put some radiators on this thing to make sure it's actually working. And I want to see what this little drill does. Form science. Missing. Okay, so, of course, activate drill, and I'm not actually gathering anything. Let's try uranite. There. Oh, wow, hey! Well, that's fast enough. Uranite is really abundant here on the launch pad. I don't think it's actually very abundant anywhere in real life, but okay. So we're going to go ahead and take a couple more of these things and put it on there. I'll skip forward as I build this thing for you. Alright, so I built it up a bit, and now we're going to just check out what I can do, what it can mine. That's all uranite. I don't want to do just uranite. I'm all mining uranite, which is a base product of what uranium, but that, Alright, well, I'll mine the uranite, and I'll mine some of this other stuff if I can, and then I'll recover. I'll gain some money, I think. You know, because there is that little thing you can go ahead and just have tons of cases of ore, and you can gain 2 million a pop by refining it all. Oh, I didn't gain anything hardly, like about close to 100K, I guess, maybe, not even quite that. But I think we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more to this thing here and there. It's just, I'm trying, because I've never actually used Interstellar's. I've tried, I've not been able to figure it out at all. Try out Interstellar's systems, mining resource, whole thing. It's very complicated because it's very close to real life. All right, skipping forward. We're adding just little pieces here and there, and we're going to test it one more time. Now we actually have some resources to gather, all full, almost all instantly full. All right, so I think this will help us get what we need. Oh, that's nice. Up there to be able to build a giant rocket that I was talking about, because I was thinking about building that rocket, like I've said quite a few times, but then I realized that we don't have any resources up there, and I don't have the money to continuously send resources up there, because it cost me close to 500K to send something up there at the current rate. and then plus the resources I need. So I'm going to try to craft it up there. And I'm going to put this here because sometimes it doesn't let you connect like without something here. Here, let's try this. Does it let me do that? Maybe. Yeah, I think that will. That's good. And we'll have one of these just for good measure. I don't know what it'll do. It might give me a little bit more science. Alright, yes, it touches the ground. We'll have to scale it up a little bit bigger to make sure it touches the ground, though. And I do believe that's that. We will crate it up there on our station. First, make sure no good missions. Yes. Let's go to home away from home and craft this thing. Yes, we got tons of science coming in from the other one. Oh, that's what all that little was up there on the side. Build. 3 days. Not a big deal. Finalize. Built. Let's go ahead and attach this to the back. Oops, something blew up. Whoa! Well, I didn't need that anyway. I'm not sure why it blew up. I think it's because I had a reactor on top. Oh, shoot. See if there's any that's how far back. I knew I saved before I launched it. All right, here. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's my fault. I had a reactor on top of cryo containers, so that just didn't work. And no, that's not going to let me put that there. Nope, that's not going to let me put that there either. That's where I wanted to put it. I think I'll put it over here, though. Yeah, let's work. That's not letting me select the right one. No. Yes, yes, yes. This one. Boom. There. That's good. And collect science. No, it didn't actually give me anything new. Alright, so we do have a decent amount of good stuff here. I'm not sure what any of this stuff really does, but we have water, or uranite. We might be able to, it might be exactly what we need. Because, look, let's get fluoride and different things here. See if there's anything else here that we can actually collect. Aluminon. Which I have no idea what turns into any of that stuff. But hey. I think uranite was what those reactors use. The pebble bed reactor uses. So I won't have to, obviously I won't have to ship it up here because it just mined it real easily. So a reactor uses uranite. At least I think it does. I have to look it up. I'm going to have to, one things here. Let's put the stuff I don't need in here. There we go. Yes, now it has got rid of that stupid message. Need at least 0.5% to farm. Alright. Transmit data. And let's jump back to our base. Ooh, I got 500k for mining ore. I think that's what I got it for. Still uploading data. Now we can go back. 200 science. Make sure it's got everything it needs. It is now full. Yep. Random checkups. Yay! Oh, only gave me 150k. Oh, 800k. All right. And we need to set off there 160k. Yes. So those ore missions are awesome if you can find them and get them. So now we're gonna spend the. We got another missions. Ah, yes. Asteroid. We'll do that eventually. We will get the asteroid. For sure. Yes, yes, yes. Launch a new Nemesis space station. Huh. Maybe eventually. Recover a scout to... Yeah, we can do that. Okay, I was planning on going on in this episode and recording me build the miniature explorer, which we're probably going to call something like, we'll figure it out when we do it. Anyway, but we're already out of time. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. LordMaddog, signing off.